Hi, so the follow-up to the CMF Phone 1 is finally here, and honestly, they fixed basically every complaint I had about the first model. So if you're okay with the industrial design, this phone is actually a total win. Last year I reviewed the CMF Phone 1 and did indeed came away pretty impressed. My only real gripes were the lack of NFC for contactless payments and limited software support. And well, to be honest, it does look like CMF, which is a sub-brand of Nothing, by the way, took that feedback to heart. The new CMF Phone 2 Pro adds NFC, promises 3 years of Android updates and 6 years of security patches. Why though it's called Pro when there's no regular Phone 2 is anyone's guess, but coming in at $279 I don't really care, and this might actually be the best phone for the money we've seen this year so far. Design-wise, it sticks with its rugged, screw-exposed look. While it is mostly plastic, it does feel solid and premium in hand, although it does lack fingerprints a bit too much for my taste. At least the black version I've tested here. It does also come in a very orange version, as well as a green and white one. The modularity from the previous version is sort of still there. You can't remove the whole back anymore, but you can remove the screws and snap on another back and use accessories like, for example, the lanyard ring, and now even clip-on lens covers for expanded camera functionality, which is a neat touch, although probably a pretty gimmicky one. The phone is also IP54 rated, so splash and dust resistant as well. Under the hood, the Phone 2 Pro is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 7300 with 8 gigs of RAM and expandable storage via micro SD. And for day-to-day tasks and casual gaming, it handles itself just fine. I've tested the version with 256GB storage, but the phone also comes with a 128GB storage version, cutting the price even a little bit more. The software is just like the previous version, really clean. It's Android 15 with Nothing OS 3 on top, and it's fast, smooth, and refreshing free of bloatware and ads. The 6.77-inch AMOLED display is, for the price tag, fantastic. It's sharp, it's colorful, it's got 120Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of up to 3000 nits, which is seriously impressive at this price point. The single speaker down the bottom though is not that great and sounds pretty tinny and weak, especially at higher volumes. Cameras have been upgraded from the single 50MP sensor of the first CMF phone. Here we get a 50MP main camera, a 50MP telephoto camera, and an 8MP ultra-wide camera. They're all decent, there's nothing mind-blowing here, but solid for the price. One thing to note here is that neither of the cameras have optical image stabilization, but at least uses an electronic version. Battery life though, it's kind of also a win. The 5000 mAh battery lasts about 2 days if you're a little bit nice to the phone, and it does support 33 watts fast charging, which comes down to about a 50% charge in roughly 30 minutes. Still no wireless charging though, but again, for the price, I can't really complain that much. So in short, aside from a few nitpicks, this phone kinda nails it. The modular lenses is probably a bit of a gimmick, but everything else, and especially the hardware in combination with the price, does make this one of the best budget smartphones of 2025 so far, if you're into the bold design, of course. Alright, those are my thoughts on the CMF Phone 2 Pro. Please share any of your thoughts in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Bye!